Broadcast settings. Only microphone audio is being broadcast. Okay. Guess I'm online. There we go. Okay. Hey, Hope, what's good? Good to see you. You're currently looking at some boring shit because I'm trying to also get to ask, like, basically begging people to follow to check out this stream. Okay, let's do some fun shit. I'm playing Spider-Man today. What are you up to? Where are you watching from? Hold on, let's remove that. So Hope and I are in the same group.
Another low-information spider fanboy tried to troll me, as the young people say, by claiming Spider-Man was providing a public service plugging leaks in water towers. Let me tell you why this itsy-bitsy-brain spider was climbing this particular water spout, people. Because he tampered with the water pressure system. He was seen earlier messing with a valve that only qualified workers are supposed to use. Wake up, America! Spider-Man creates the problem, he then solves. Then
in a very weird
to reward him with your adoration. The sad thing is, all too many do. Fortunately, you know better.
Hope that's a girlfriend. Heyo! Because, bruh, if you're just visiting like some Jimbo. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with it. I mean, that's your style. I mean, that's alright, if you know what I'm saying.
All units, we have a vehicle pursuit in progress. Officers needed in Gramercy. Please copy.
Just stopping crime. I'm not even doing any serious missions. I am doing my collectibles because this is actually my second playthrough. So I'm just doing collectibles and gathering as much.
Okay, you are not getting 5 stars.
There we go.
Curbside service.
This usually ends up really embarrassing.
Well, that's just rude.
So, do you have any questions? Any questions whatsoever? Any questions?
Long time no see.
Howdy, partner. Get out of here. Yeah, no, dude. That's why I love this game. This game is the absolute best. Like, actually, I think it's just PlayStation graphics. They're just on a different level. That's why, like, I can't even imagine what. Whoa, shit! Woo! Howdy, partner. You go on a perch over there. You go on a perch. Stick around. Yeah, no, like it does look like a movie. Like I that's why I wonder what the PlayStation 5 is going to do. Like how much better can things be? Yeah, if it wasn't for my living in a country where the dollar is
so much for the gang that couldn't drive straight.
Would probably be playing this on the PlayStation 5. What are we doing? Where was I going? I haven't forgotten. Oh yeah, right. Just doing missions and getting all the collectibles. Trying to... figured this would be a good way to get anyone at all to ask any kinds of questions. And right now it just looks like it's Hope Glory, actually. So, Hope, you have me to yourself. Ask all the questions. I'll give you all the secrets since it's just you. Since it's just you, I'm going to give you every, like, top secret. Do you want to know how to live forever? Do you want to know how to overthrow a government? It's me. I've got the key right here. It's just you and me. Oh yeah. Spider bro, does whatever the spider can. Does it make my life easier? Yes, he does. He's the spider bro. Watch out. Here's the spider bro. He's got the spider zaps and my health is gone. Okay, we've got someone watching. Is it Hope? Is it still you, Hope? There we go. And we're out.
I feel like there are better ways to spend your life than shooting rockets.
Who's watching? Hello, whoever is watching. This stream is for any kinds of questions that you may have. Since it's just you and me, like I was telling Hope, if it's still Hope, in case you didn't hear me the first time, I will answer any question while I play Spider-Man because I'm trying to relax today. It's been
all units, immediate backup needed. Demons are firing on police. Need officers on scene in the financial district.
I've got the answer right here. Boom. Boom.
Okay, kids. You can't play nice. You lose your armor-piercing toy.
Stuart! Hey, Stuart, bro! If you have any questions, now is the time, bro. Like, I've got all the secrets. I'm gonna give you all the, like, do you want to live forever? I will tell you how. Since it's just you and me. Like, if it was like maybe 20 of us, I would have been a really pretentious stream about how video games and things. But now since it's just you and me, bro, like,
demons fight like men possessed.
I got the deets. So ask away. Anything you want to know, anything you want to find out about me, I am literally...
Stay safe out there, officer. There's more where these came from.
Somehow, because there's no way I'm just telling you everything, because Google is also... But I'll also tell you everything, so... Kind of contradictory messages, but you're used to that. You've worked with clients before. Thank you. Thank you.
Yuri, this construction
thank
site's
you very
about
much,
as legit as the
Stuart.
watches they sell in Times Square.
I don't have evidence
appreciate
for a
that.
warrant. You go in, you're on your own.
What else is new?
Honestly, don't believe that I'm now 29. My mother has a 29-year-old son. That must be a little depressing, honestly.
Sweet dreams.
Oh, funny my mom was watching this. Mom, you have a 29-year-old son. So we're performing 10 perfect dodges, and we're going to take down 3 snipers. How many have we gotten so far? 2 out of 3. Let's find a sniper to take down. So yeah, thanks a lot, Stuart. I really appreciate that. It was a blast. I had fun on my birthday, and all the messages that everyone has been sending have been really cool. It's surreal. do you feel like you still want to be a designer at even 40? No. Fuck no. I do not want to be a designer at 40. If I will be designing at 40, it will be like the way I'm playing Spider-Man now as a hobby, just to let off steam and stuff. Honestly, I don't want to be dealing with clients until I'm 40. Although I'll still be designing. I know I'll be designing for as long as I live, but not in the capacity where if I don't design then I can't pay rent. So no, I do not want to be a designer at 40 in the capacity of working to pay bills. I will be a designer at 40 for my personal reasons, because I really love to create stuff. It's one of my favorite things about being a designer. But dealing with clients, my guy, a heck no. No, I'll be one of those pretentious designers. You know those types? You should come to my gallery this Saturday. I'm going to be showcasing my art. That's what I want to be at 40.
Johnny, that's snoring now.
That's what I want to be at 40. Not can you make the logo bigger? If there'll be a logo being made bigger, it'll be my own.
I got a funny feeling. Get some of the boys up here.
Swing it! Goodbye. But that's a great question. That's a great question. I've given it a lot of thought. Something that I always think about is, do I want to continue doing this 10 years? And the answer is no. I do not want to be designing in 10 years. I want to be...
Come on, get him!
Scarlet Crayons can take it to the grave early. Eventually, the goal, honestly, is to get into strategy. I would really like to become a problem solver beyond just, oh, your brand has this kind of problem, let me solve it by designing you a flyer. No, I'd like to start helping businesses from the ground up. Like, let's say, even as a graphic designer, honestly, I would love to become a graphic designer, like strategist, where if you're starting a graphic design business, I'm the guy you come to, because throughout my time I've been learning quite a lot of things that not everyone needs to go through to learn, you know what I mean? Like,
really?
You don't have to be cheated by a client or not get paid for you to know that you need to put a 30% deposit fee at your fee. So I would like to get into strategy, helping small businesses grow. That's the career trajectory that I see for myself. I'd like to move less from actively designing to being the person who talks about design and how it can help people. Right now I'm doing a lot of studying what's needed, how to create strategies, and engaging more on a strategic level. Even when I'm given a graphic design job, I will include strategy because I want to become that person. Eventually there's going to be some schooling involved because Zambians respect papers more than actual results. So eventually I'll get a paper for it. Just to show people that oh yeah, no, I went to school for it, although I personally do not put a lot of weight on papers, because I know a lot of people that have papers that are shit. So what I'm doing right now is learning strategy, like literally going to the school of hard knocks, doing strategy and failing at it as the only way of learning how to do it properly, and befriending a lot of people who do strategy and figuring out which kinds of strategy I want to get into, because like graphic design, you still have to... I'm supposed to do 10 perfect dodges. A profitable market to a strategist, or you need to move to another country. Definitely I'll need to have clients outside the country, because Zambia currently is not where we need it to be, but we're working hard. I won't just say, no, we're not there yet. Honestly, there's few people that need strategy, and that market is only growing. So it can be profitable, just not right now. Just not right now. And, you know, with a combination of actual graphic design, I think we'll be able to engage people at that level, where we can have them understand the importance of strategy. But yeah, currently no. I'd like. Perfect dodges! One more. Would I want my kid to be a graphic designer? Oh shit, you're asking the hard questions here, bro. Look, now you've even made me die. Would I want my kid to be a graphic designer? Like my father always told me, whatever the kid wants to be is what they will be, and I will never tell my kid what they should and shouldn't be. And honestly, graphic design is a great career. It's just, as someone who's had to make the logo bigger for 5 years, I know the pain that comes with it, but also the overwhelming joy that it brings. So yes and no. Yes, because if that's what they want to be, I would let them. That's what they want. Would I want them to be a graphic designer? Probably not. I would want them to go beyond. I would want them to do something further. I would want them to be a religious leader, because here's my theory, and since it's just the two of us on this stream, my theory is, as your family goes up on the hierarchy of needs, that's Abraham Maslow in psychology. In colonial times, most of our families were looking for food, shelter, and the basic needs. Above that, you start to look for things like career, family, belonging, respect, and things like that. So as you go up in the hierarchy of needs, it applies on an individual level, but also on a generational level. You see, I'm not even playing, because it's like some serious shit that I'm telling you. On a generational level. So your family should be going up the pyramid of needs instead of staying in the same spot. So my grandfather was a preacher / farmer. My dad is a lecturer. I'm a graphic designer. So you can see how my grandfather was working to survive. My father was working to educate and like improve knowledge. And I am now in the service industry helping people run their businesses better and things like that. And that's something I want to do. So I would want my kid to now move to something a bit more, a higher level. Something along the lines of self-worth. Something that adds value on a much enlightened level, if you get what I'm saying. So I wouldn't want them to be a graphic designer, because I would personally feel like we have not moved up on the hierarchy of needs. But honestly, I don't know anything outside of graphic design. Well, no, actually, you know what I'd want them to be? A software programmer, because that's where things are. Graphic designers won't be necessary in the next 20 years. Did you see that AI that did some epic graphic designs? Let me just Google it quickly over here. AI designer. There was an AI in, I think, Russia that was insane, that did some graphic design jobs. Yes, it needed a designer to assist it, but
You're in timeout.
that's a sign that soon our job will be pretty much unnecessary. So I've thought about it. No, I wouldn't want my kid to be a graphic designer. I'd want them to be a software engineer, AI specialist. So if they're going to be a designer, it should be in the field of AI. Come on, perfect dodges. Boom, 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 and bam, shabam, shapow, 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 and stop. But that cracked me up. You don't want to keep it together, right? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, very few of our clients want to do exactly what they're doing, unless your politicians are preaching. Yeah, yeah. By the time my kid is grown, the AI will have taken over. Yeah. That's exactly what it is. You don't want your kid to be outdated when they learn the thing that you were doing that made you money. Because in 20 years they'll be designers for their 10. If you think Fiverr is bad now, think about it in 20 years. There'll be one where you can pay people $1 for a full campaign. But the money will be in coding and AI, especially AI. Especially AI. Unless the Third World War happens, then the most coveted job will be farmers, butchers, doctors. Doctors. Medicine men? After a Third World War, where the nuclear holocaust destroys everyone on the planet, that person will be necessary because dealing with radioactive burns. Back to sender.
Spider-Man, I checked records and that site's been getting deliveries from cartel front companies.
Bam!
They're moving drugs, huh? Not for long.
Hi guys, I'm up here. Come up here. Come on. I'm right up. I'm up here. Come on, let's go. I know you're excited to fight me. Let's go. Come on. Yeah. So, for sure, let's teach our kids AI, and even further than that, considering our planet has been dropping out of medical school. Wait, you dropped out of medical school to be a designer? Bro! Why? Why? Okay. No, please. Tell me why. Why? What? Dude, you know how much people in medical school make? I mean, yes, you never sleep and you never... But are you sleeping as a designer now? So, same. I'm not saying... Except you're not saving lives and you're not getting paid that well. So you played yourself, brother. Good man. Oh, okay. Well, as long as you have choice. Choice is the most important thing that we can have as humans. But
great,
I feel like you...
Guys, Fisk isn't here. You could have just
sorry.
bailed.
I'm sorry, bro. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. 8 out of 10. 9 out of 10. There we go. Okay, now we can beat them indiscriminately. Yeah, but like graphic design and medicine, some similarities. You never sleep. It's a thankless job. If you do it well, no one cares. If you don't do it well, everybody knows. Except, you know, doctors. You mess up, literally die. I really choose to get back into medicine if given the chance. Wow! Now you're making me feel good about never wanting to be a doctor. Not that I was smart enough to begin with. I knew I would never do anything scientific from the get-go. That's why I majored in psychology. A fake science. Okay, not a fake science, but like a subjective science. Because I knew that anything objective would get me fired. You know, psychology, you can argue everything.
This is only acceptable if you're all showing up in clown cars.
So what do you want to be doing in 10 years then? Like what's your game plan for 10 years? Bye. Spider-Man doesn't kill people apparently. Okay, let's activate Spider-Man doesn't kill people! Investment banking. That sounds good. Yeah, that's some dope stuff.
Yuri,
honestly, if I knew more
I got a
about
bunch of incapacitated criminals and designer narcotics all wrapped up and waiting for you.
Honestly,
Great, I'll just consider this an anonymous tip.
What is it? Like, how does that work?
How
Because
many
I've
more
also
Fisk
thought
construction
about
sites
things
are
like,
None.
what do you call
He had
this?
every one of them working overtime to bring in
Real
money.
estate.
Well, now he's gonna have a tough time keeping his operation running.
I think
Which is bad for Fisk,
I can
good for me.
sell. I can sell houses. I can buy and sell houses. And it also
Willie,
feeds
funny
my
story.
ego. It works well
I was
with the
just at
kind
one of your
person
buildings,
that I am.
and you'd be shocked to hear that there were shenanigans of the criminal variety. TLDR, Fisk Construction is closed.
I have other sources of revenue, but you've inconvenienced
Yeah, you want to be like Wilson
and there
Fisk.
will be
Fisk was other
consequences.
sources of
My
revenue.
memory's long. My reach is longer.
I should make all the guys who've sworn to kill me fight it out for the privilege.
Investment banking. You know what? I'm gonna Google that real quick. Right after I do a quick check over here. Okay, let's have a look. Investment banking. What is that about? Activities include underwriting new debt and equity securities for all types of corporate. Like even the description is freaking. Division of banking related to the creation of capital for other companies, governments, and entities. Ah, okay, yeah, that sounds good. And what steps are you taking to do to pursue that particular goal? I see. With the knowledge we have as designers and marketing, with some real business knowledge, you can be a good investor. That's true, because you'll be able to tell what's bullshit and what isn't. Because half of the work these days is marketing. Like,
Has anyone else heard reports
let me
of
give you an
Spider-Man
example
literally seeking out
using a
clouds
video
of
game, since we're
smog
playing
to
video
swing
games.
through? Is this
One of the most
behavior of a sane
like hyped
individual?
games of
I'll
this
tell you what
year
I think is going on here.
was
When I was a lad,
Marvel's
there was a problem with juvenile
Avengers,
delinquents sniffing glue
which
to
was
get
really
high.
well marketed. They
Knowing
did such a great
Spider-Man's
job
weak moral character and thrill-seeking
of getting you
personality,
into
I'd
the
guess same
process, the
principle is at work
characters,
here.
what
But
to
inhaling
expect,
toxic
and things like that.
substances also
However, the
damage
product was
brain.
actually quite terrible.
Actually explains a lot
And
about Spider-Man. He's swinging through the city
before it
huffed up on
launched,
smog.
from their war table, I was able to tell that this isn't something that's going to be received very well. So I guess, yeah, if I'm going to toot my own horn, I do have some good investment banking skills already. Look at me, I'm an investment banker. Yeah, let me in. I'm trying to take more of an investor role in the clients that I'm moving away from just taking them as clients. Ah, yes. Honestly, I thought about that, where instead of paying you in cash, you tell them I want 10% shares in your company, and I'll manage your brand for you. That's one way I thought about getting into it. However, I don't know whether this is a reflection on me or my clients. A lot of the clients that I get are trying out business as a hobby, so they usually sit on it and nothing, like, usually
Demons
very
robbing
little
an
comes
armored
out of it.
car. There
Oh,
are easier ways to
shit.
make money, guys. Less socially destructive, too.
Please tell me you're stuck somewhere. Yeah, but that's smart. Especially because as a graphic designer, most of the clients that will come to you, in fact, some of the clients that will come to you, let me not say most because maybe you design for MTN. Some of the clients that will come to you are just starting out. So to catch them early, genius. Spider-Man is getting his ass kicked here. Spider bro, gonna mess up these Chinese guys. It's actually Japanese guys, that's super racist, I'm so sorry.
Demons are after some serious financing.
The demons are Japanese. Apologize to any of my Japanese viewers. I only have one viewer, so I can say whatever the hell I want. Ha ha ha! Not really. So, finding businesses you can be an investor is very tough because I know most of the businesses, once you go behind the scenes, okay, I'm gonna have to pull up my phone because the messages are not coming through very clearly. Go behind the scenes, you find it's going nowhere. Exactly. 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 But that's where I suppose... Oh shit. I have to... Yeah. So I think that's where the strategy comes in. If you have a strategy, if you're the type of person who has a strategy and they come in with a good business idea, then utilizing knowledge of strategy can actually help you, because some people it's not even a matter of just having a bad idea, it's just not having a good strategy in how they are going to launch their business. Because launching a business is a process. Launching a business is a process of knowing what you're going to do, who you're talking to, why you're talking to them, what problem you're actually solving, and not everyone is solving a problem as much as everyone is starting a business. Oh shit. Oh shit. Woo! That's chaos right there. That is chaos. Bye. Woo! Somebody has a rocket launch and they're not afraid to use it. Guys. Oh shit, my barber is here. Okay, hold on. Yo, are you outside? Yes. Okay, come in now. Good lord. Oh, my audio cut. But you need to find the one Facebook story in 2005. Imagine the Facebook designer who took equity when they were starting. If he took equity. Let me just go open the gate for my barber. I get my haircuts from home. So just a second, we'll be right back. Do not go anywhere. Or go somewhere, get a juice, because we're here for a while. So I'm doing a stream on my device. So I'll just bring my thingy and I'll be talking the whole time. So do not worry. I'm not going to fail.
murderous plastic. What I did, I also got the same idea. So now the problem is that plastic I had, there's a guy I studied with him. Yeah, since I cannot manage that, I was too busy for me. So the guy engaged me.
Oh, to sort that out for you. Yeah, it will help a lot. So, okay, Stuart, I am back. So, an example of a business that someone can invest in very early is my barber, actually, because his work is he cuts people's hair, he delivers a haircut. Like, that's an idea right there. That very few people will have done. Hold on, I'm supposed to check if you're back as well, because what if you left the building? Okay, good, you're back. Great. So, as I'm saying, like, one of the businesses you can jump into is my barber, who is currently a one-man team with a mobile barbershop. So you buy him a car and you say, I want 90%. Would you say no to 90% for? You see? So you buy this guy a car so that he can move around much easier. And you say, I want 90% equity of your business. And expand it. Honestly, you find yourself making... Oh, he died. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, but I understand. Imagine 2005. And what I was saying was, in 2005, the designer that may have designed the Facebook logo or the layout and stuff like that, I don't think he was thinking that far. And usually, you tend to work with so many of these businesses that by the time... Yeah, brand the barber and grow him. Yeah, I already designed his logo, even though he doesn't want to give me a discount. Imagine that shit. I designed his logo and I was like, so how many haircuts I left? And he's like 3. The same 3 that I paid for. I was like, oh, yeah.
Now, friends, you know I'm always open to differing points.
You see, I'm getting a 6th
So
haircut.
after a police officer called me out on social media
Yeah,
for being
that
hard
one.
on Spider-Man,
He's even seen your brand.
viral
Yeah.
and people just wouldn't shut up about it, I agreed to a debate. Officer.
Surprise. Yeah. So sometimes it's not even about whether the client's idea is bad or not. It's just the strategy that they use into going into the business. Because if you give them a roadmap of how to take their business from start to finish, you make quite a lot of money. And I guess that's where the investment banking part comes in. Oh God. Honestly, I'm not really playing the Spider-Man play. Hey, this is not how Spider-Man would handle the situation. Whoop!
Demons are down.
Oh.
I'll let you take it from here, officer.
Didn't take long. Yeah. But that's the situation.
Stay safe out there, officer. There's more where these came from.
I guess, do you think investment banking is like gambling in a way? Because what you're literally gambling on is the future of a business. And if you're a good investment banker, or you want to be, I imagine part of your investment will include putting money into getting the right kind of people that will help the business grow, like move it further. The thing now with business is that there are a lot of ropes to jump through beyond just the strategy and marketing knowledge. So that's where the...
All units, report of a chase in progress.
Okay, this
Location
is
is
going to
north
be an
end of
interesting one
Chinatown.
today. Today we are having a very interesting one because I can't really read comments from here. Them comments. Wow. Wow. And live. Okay, so that's where the investment banking is coming into. There must be more that I don't know about with this investment banking. I like gambling. If it's in businesses, I don't mind losing money. Oh! Tell that to BlackBerry. Tell that to BlackBerry. I'm sure people bought a lot of BlackBerry stock before it went to shit. So, and Nokia. Remember Nokia? Remember how powerful Nokia was? It was such a big company and zero. Now you can't even... You could probably own stock in Nokia with your kwacha. So yeah. But that's the thing. I think we can't be graphic designers forever. That's just the basic thing of it. You need to expand. You know how actors become producers and directors and eventually start owning their own studios? There should be a trajectory for you even in graphic design. And that trajectory should be something that builds on what you know, the circles you're moving into, the connections that you're building. So I agree. It's always good to think beyond that. And I'm glad that there's more people who are thinking about that, because now I know that you're not the type of person who will charge little money, because you can't be an investment banker if you charge $250 for a logo. That's just bad business. You can't do that. So you might hear a few sounds because now the haircut will begin. I don't know about the sound. Let me know if the sound of the clippers is bad, and then maybe we can pause the stream and continue it later. So it's starting now. No, please go ahead, boss. Go ahead. Just get into it. But yeah, as I was saying, it's very important to think ahead, to think beyond what you're just doing now, because soon you'll be an old person with old people ideas and old people capabilities, and no one will want to hire you. And it looks like the businesses, yeah, you're right, Amazon was bleeding money for 13 years. It's the investors who are funding all that. Look at Netflix, dude. Like with every business, it's losses until the right opportunity comes. So Netflix was losing billions every quarter. Whenever they would release a quarterly report, it was losses for years. I think it was even 5 years. Until, boom, COVID-19 hits us, and everyone is stuck at home. And guess what everyone wants to do now? Watch movies and stuff. They want to escape the terrible world, because, and especially in the Western world. Oh, I can't hear the clippers? Even now? Okay. No, wait, hold on. I have a phone. I think I can test that. Right. Oh, okay, cool. The clippers are completely silent. Really nice. Yeah, so Netflix was losing money. So it's weird, isn't it? How, whether it be a big multi-billion-dollar industry or just a regular Kantemba, at first you'll be bleeding money until you get lucky. So with Netflix, it was COVID-19. With Orlando, it was the same, because they have boomed this year because of all the germaphobes that live in Lusaka, and everyone else is trying to copy with varying success. So it's wild. And you want to be on the panel of people who are funding bleeding companies. Yeah, I completely understand. One success story, there are 99 failed companies. Yeah, and you want to be on the panel of people who are funding things, not knowing whether it's one of the 99 or the one. But eventually you develop a nose for these things, honestly. So, best of luck. I don't know about that. I'm very averse, which is funny considering I run my own business. But I'm very risk averse. I don't like to play with things. We have 2 other viewers who have joined us, so it's time to now stop talking about the big secrets. We're now going to start talking about the little secrets since we have more people. When it was one-on-one, we could get into... Yeah, the 2 others who've joined us, we've just we were discussing the secret to immortality. I was just telling Stuart here how many years I've lived. It's been 500 years now. But welcome to the stream where you can ask me anything. The challenge currently is to ask me a question that will make me lose the game. And on top of that, I'm very bad at multitasking, but I am currently getting a haircut, answering questions, and fighting crime as Spider-Man. Not bad.
There are easier ways to make money, guys.
Not bad for someone. Oh. Yeah, I need Spider-Man for this. And Shabbat. No more secrets. Okay, it's just 2 viewers. Okay, we can go back to talking about highly secret things. Since it's just the 3 of us, you know what they say about
Why do the demons need
where
that
3
much
of you are
cash?
gathered and stuff. So yeah, I wish you the best of luck, because that sounds like pretty dangerous business, investment banking. But everything is dangerous. There's nothing that's safe. Even graphic design isn't safe. How many times have clients not paid you? Something that my barber will never have to deal with, ever. Okay, so what do you do? I'm now asking my barber. What do you do, boss? A client doesn't pay you.
Spider-Man! Best vacation ever!
Ni kumgera pakati pa mutu. That's what you do.
Depends when you. I don't think I end up in that place, but there were some. Yeah, that's why I want to get like the form. Have like give you a sheet. Then it's a contract.
Every week.
Contract saying to get the condition.
That's
so if I don't get the payment, unless otherwise there's a delay, there you can negotiate. And then after that, if you don't pay, you end up going to maybe a court or something.
Of course. Dude, paperwork is important. Paperwork is the only thing that will save you in this world. And an understanding of how paperwork works as well. Yeah. Because the struggle with most Zambian businesses is we don't include contracts. So when things go sour, it's arguing your words versus mine. So that's something we can actually get into. Contracts are very important to sustaining a business. No, fuck friendship. Forgive my French, but when it comes to business, like even me, when my friends tell me, oh boy, can you do a design for me, where they want a logo done, I would give them, obviously, to be at a cheaper price, but they will have to go through the process that I do for all my clients. Because you need to know that the only friendship that's working there is the fact that I'm giving you a discount. But all contracts are the same. If you don't pay me, our friendship is going to go down. It's something that I learned in therapy called boundaries.
I feel like there are better ways to
And
spend your life than
the
shooting
importance of
rockets at
adding
dudes in
boundaries
spandex.
is they protect the both of you. Your friendship will be safer if your friend knows that I can't get a free haircut from Delta Cuts. And you will also be a good friend to them if they know that if they got a free haircut from you, your friendship will be damaged. So that's the boundary where you say, if you get a free haircut from me, we can't be friends anymore. So contracts are those boundaries written down. Like I'm sure you have friends where every time you meet him, he's asking for a 10 kwacha.
Exactly.
What do you do when he asks you for a 10 kwacha for the 50th time? You just tell him, boy, Mona, chapter what's friendship? Yes, it's also number fiendarama. I don't feel comfortable because and we haven't agreed to say I'll be your financial support. So if you want to continue being friends, this 10 kwacha nakupera last week and don't point darama na food because I didn't agree to be your financial support. And that's basically how contracts work. Let's see, are you able to walk me through the process you use when onboarding clients? Okay, so most of my clients are logo design clients. So I have a form that I share with them. In this form are questions about what they want their logo to be like. Oh, and this is like deep secret shit. Oh, aren't you glad you're on this stream right now? Hey, this is stuff I don't tell anyone. So anyways, I tell them to fill out a form.
I'm tired.
They
might want to head to feast.
They tell me what colors they want, what colors they don't want, what tagline they're going to use, among other things, what adjectives they use to describe their logo. And in that same form is what they want and how much it will cost. So I have 3 packages where I design like business cards, letterheads, and things like that. So in those packages, there's a price next to it, and on top, in that same form, right where you choose the packages, it says a 30% down payment is required before work can commence. And I make sure when the client is filling out, I just say, please fill out the form, and when you're done, I will assume that you've read and agreed to everything. Which actually reminds me, I need to include a part that says by filling this out, you agree to everything that you sign. But that's how I usually onboard my clients. It's a form, and in that form are certain written agreements that the client agrees to by selecting them. So a client will not come back and say, that 30% down payment that you're asking me for, you didn't tell me, because it's written in black and white. And the moment you select the package you want, you've agreed to a 30% down payment. And I won't start until that money is paid, because I've been burnt way too many times when it came to design. That's why I will also advise my barber, when you do that contract with the person and they say they will be using your services, let them pay a down payment. You can choose what percentage that will be. That's up to you. But let there be a down payment, because you'll be using your transport to follow them, right? So if there's a down payment, they will have paid for your transport in advance. So that's how I onboard my clients. For other design services, we just discussed, and like I won't say I'm the most contract-based guy on the planet, but I create very, very clear boundaries from the get-go, where I say, this is what we're going to do, this is how long it will take me, and this is how much it will cost you, and I require this much money before I can begin work. Usually what that does, what I've found it does for me, is it weeds out those clients who only want to waste your time. Because, dude, there's clients. Yo, how much do you charge for this thing? And then you tell them, they're like, okay, just start, let's see a sample. And they treat your design as a sample and not as a final design or as a first draft. So after you design, based on their recommendation, they decide that they're not happy with it. Take your design, take it to another design and say, can you make something like this? And pay that designer the peanuts that they have. So what it does is it weeds out. That's why I do a down payment thing. It's to ensure that I don't have anyone taking advantage.
Can't believe I haven't slept
because
since the Fisk takedown.
Time is the most valuable thing we
start
have
taking
in our
better care of
service
myself.
industry. And any time that is wasted is money that you haven't made. And I would rather be playing Spider-Man than wasting time with a client. In fact, right now there's a few clients who, if they were watching, they would be like, some guys that kind of who consider design logo because he wants to play Spider-Man. That's because if you're watching, Mr. Client,
hey Peter, thanks
you're wasting my time.
I'm much
The most I've ever charged for a logo, this year, 3,600. Ever, 5,000. And it's very rare that people will pay will choose the big package. I have 3 packages. I have a package for $200, $350, and $500. And for the most part, because like if a client from Zambia comes through and says, oh, I want a logo designed, the dollar rate is 10 to 1. But if it's an international client, the dollar rate is the dollar rate. You can afford it, and you'll be helping all of us. So the highest I've ever charged, the most I've ever charged in my career is 5,000 kwacha. It came with brand design, like stationery, brand business cards, a mini brand guideline, PowerPoint presentation, company profile, and an animated logo. An animated logo, which for my barber to hear so that he knows how much he actually got from
Veteran
me,
homelessness is down, but
is 1.5.
Good thing my buddy Flash Thompson's
How many
doing his best
haircuts
to
is
fix
that?
You know, the business community's really stepped
An
up.
animated logo is
Both
1.5.
job
That's
training
how
and
much I
hiring.
charge for those.
Well, most of them.
And yeah,
Sad
so
not to see
that's
Oscorp
how I
here.
bundle everything together in that 5,000. Only one client has ever paid for that. I miss them. I hope they can come back and take me out of poverty. Yeah, that's how much. That's the most I've ever charged. Would you like to know the least I've ever charged for a logo? Now that's where the real question is.
So, I got the job.
Hope May's couch
How
is
desperate
comfortable.
was I when I charged the least for a logo? If you want to find out, just let me know. You'll be pissed. Yo, when I was starting out,
Man,
when
was
I was
I
starting
ever a
out,
dork.
I was charging peanuts, but that's what you do when you're beginning. Cause my
Well,
first logo
we
was
all have
also
an awkward
very
phase.
shit. It was quite trash. Oh no, Uncle Ben! By the way, have you heard that Tobey Maguire might be playing Uncle Ben? I don't want that to be the reality because I want a Spider-Verse movie, but I'm also not mad at that. I'm also not like exceptionally pissed off at that. Where the hell am I going? Oh, I was actually in the office. So that's the most I've charged for a logo. 5,000. Soon, I want to charge 10,000. I want that answer to be 10,000. The least was 50 kwacha. Yeah, I know. I have betrayed
I can't take this.
Design kind.
You can, and you
The
will.
least I ever charged for a logo was 50
I'll pay you
kwacha,
back
and I've even forgotten what
soon.
logo it was. But it
Just
had
ask for help next time.
a lot of drop shadows in it. It had
You are so
many
much
drop
like that.
shadows. It'd make me feel better about
You have
myself.
to learn
Oh,
to
let me
swallow
tell
that
you,
darker pride
it was
and
50
accept that you're
kwacha.
human,
This was my
like the rest
first
of
ever
us.
logo gig. The client
Martin.
needed a...
Sorry to interrupt.
No!
Just wanted to let you know I'm headed out
The
of town.
least I've ever charged
in
for a
charge
logo
while I'm
was free.
Well, you can count on me. How long will you
I
be
designed a
away?
logo for
Really don't know.
Is
some company
everything
called
okay?
Salon E-Class.
It's some
You know them. You've seen the logo. It's like a hair
Lee's
dryer
okay.
and some scissors. Salon E-Class. They have a branch at Woodlands. They have one at PHI Mall. And the guy said I was going to get free haircuts. Let me tell you how many free haircuts I got from that barber shop. None. None. Okay, so I have a terrible history of Shani doing free designs for barber shops. Aye. Ah, boss, you owe me money. Yeah, no, the least I ever charged for a logo was I did a free logo for Salon E-Class. I designed that. It was for a good friend of mine, Lee Sims, who pretty much helped me understand a bit more about client work, because when I was starting out, I was just designing for myself. But he taught me a lot more about...
Hey, did you see my story?
I did. Robbie must be pretty happy right now.
Yeah, it kind of went viral. And get this, Mayor Osborne just announced he's going to give Officer Davis an award this afternoon.
Wow. Wait, isn't Osborne's campaign rally this after? Oh, I see what he's doing.
Yeah, we all do. But still a pretty cool moment for Officer Davis and his family. I'll be there covering it. Wanna join me?
Yeah, of course. See you then.
No. Let's not touch the top. Yeah, no. Let's just leave it as is. Okay, wait. My wife always says, no, you should have trimmed it a bit. But me, I'm moving too much, I'm afraid. Anyway, let's mess up. Also, therefore I shade this time around.
Oh.
Yeah. For shade, yeah, my whole body, yeah, like 5 shades, I think. Okay, not 5.
So humiliating taking money from May. I should head out into the city and try to pay it forward.
Yeah, so Salon E-Class, just look them up. They even have a Facebook page. It's like a red logo with a hairdryer and some scissors. That's the cheapest logo I ever designed. For free. Then there's the 50 kwacha logo. But there's all an exposure box. Clients will make you sell your house.
Peter.
No.
I don't want to jinx us, but
the exposure on this will be very good.
the project back on its feet.
Never designed for
Also
exposure.
expanded in ways we never could have imagined. Everything happens for a reason. Even Norman pulling our
Note to
plug.
self, never work with
Really hope
Baba.
this works out. Doc's work is too important to go unfinished.
No, you can work with Delta Cut. He's giving me a 60th haircut for free, so That's better than salon E-class. At least I'm getting a free haircut out of it. Hey-yo. Okay, this game was very well designed, guys.
Hey, Jeff. Congrats on the
As
ceremony
a designer, I admire the level of work that went into this game.
But I'm calling about something else.
What's up?
Just got a tip that the demons are moving on the Fisk construction site in Midtown. My wife would kill me if I ditched the ceremony prep to play cops and robbers, but I thought maybe my friendly neighborhood partner would
Very
wanna
few
know.
games can make
Understood.
you
I'll do a swing by,
enjoy
let you know
just
what I find.
moving
And hey,
about
here's a
more
tip
than
on
actually
public
playing the
speaking.
game.
Just picture everyone in their underwear.
But then again, it's Spider-Man.
Not
He's
Osborn. You know what? Just
he's been
never
my
mind.
favorite hero from the time I was like 4. So but Stuart, like, think about it. If someone said you're going to get free haircuts for the rest of your life, wouldn't you fall for that? The importance of a haircut. And to think that you may never have to pay for one in your life. No, I think I would fall for it again. If someone said, I want you to design something for me, you will never have to pay for a haircut again. I'll do it again in a heartbeat. Because the ability to look fresh for the rest of your life is better than money. Imagine being homeless, but you still have access to haircuts. Bruh! That's more important than food. It's more important than sex. Okay, we've reached the point where there will be lining, and I don't want this guy to fuck up my haircut. So, how do we do?
Need backup for a chase in progress. Please respond. Officers needed near Kips Bay.
How do we do this? Okay, I know, you just have to wait. Ask me more questions. I won't be playing any video games. I won't be actively playing anything. Let me get to the top of this tower so I can give you a good view of New York City, which, by the way, was designed to closely resemble the actual New York City. So, fun fact, if you're lost in New York, if you're lost in real life New York, you can use Spider-Man to move around. Fuck. And shebang. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, look at that. Let's look at boats. Okay, let the lining commence. Nah, bruh. Never, like, there's things that are better than money. Here are design gigs that I would do in exchange for things that are not money. If a shopping mall, say ShopRite, said, design something for us, and you have access to 1,000 kwacha worth of groceries for the rest of your life, I would design the crap out of that thing. I don't care. I will design that. It doesn't matter. I will design it. I will continue to design it for the rest of my life. Because remember what I said about Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs? It starts with the basics. Food, shelter, sex. So if a prostitute came to me and said, my wife would kill me.
All units, 1034. Demons are firing on.
But believe me, I'll design that shit.
Are coming in from
Anyways.
Tokyo.
Also, someone says you should be designing something for me and you live in my house for free forever. I'm doing that too. Because that's really what we're doing it for. Like, when you get paid in money, the things you're going to do are going to fall in those categories of the basics. So there are certain things that you can design for free in exchange for money. There are some things that you can design just for whatever it is there. Although now I think
All
about
units,
it,
we've got an armed
if
robbery.
you went
Please
bald,
respond.
you wouldn't need a
Officers
barber.
needed in
So
Koreatown.
I guess, yeah, maybe then you can be like, oh, it's his phone. I'll be starting a podcast soon. It's about branding and behind the scenes of business and investments. Would like to have you for an episode. Yeah, bruh, I'm down. I like to hear the sound of my own voice. So, whenever you're ready, just give me a call. I am so down.
It's all over the news. Another battle between Spider-Man and these demon-masked
So
gunmen
down. I
threatening
remember
the lives
Nisa
of New
invited me
Yorkers.
for one.
I understand our next caller lives in
Couldn't get the
You're on
scheduling.
with J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, the thing is, it all happened in a shipyard that's been closed for years. There weren't any...
I need to find prostitutes I can do logos for. All my prostitute logos can pop.
Let me tell you what I've learned from sources
Yo.
I developed in my award-winning journalism career.
Like,
that shipyard was a front for Wilson.
have you seen the logos they designed for porno companies? Because they also need branding. Hello, me, that's what I actually want. If I can get business with a porno company, I think I can make bank. Because those guys are constantly doing business. So to do their branding like that,
Spider-Man tried to grab the glory for himself, chasing one truck.
Those are income streams right
got
there.
away with an arsenal of deadly, illegal weapons. Fisk,
And
for all
then
his
my
faults,
pastor
would never have
joins
let them be used
the
in this
stream
city.
right
But
now.
these demons,
The first thing
either
he
there's some kind
hears
of
is,
fanatical
oh, I would
cult,
love
or
to
they
work with a
just
porno
don't
company.
care.
That would make me a
Anybody
lot of
feel like
money.
they're in danger now?
Because churches don't pay, actually. So I'll just tell him to mind his own business. Because work church, wakonda, no, let's do it for the Lord. Even for barbers, they do that. Have you ever cut a pastor's hair for the Lord?
No, but there's someone who pays for the bishop.
Oh.
Yeah.
He pays for the bishop's haircut.
Yeah.
Wow.
So just
Ndiye tithe yake hivi. Giving the bishop a fade.
not really.
Hey.
Okay, the thing was that there was a youth Sunday, so when there was this part where youths advertise what they do. Yeah. So when I introduced
Your services.
yeah, it was like after the service, okay, you do this.
Okay.
We can talk. Yeah.
Which youth service is this? Nine, I go there and tell people I'm a graphic designer. Okay, problem me, I don't want to be designing for people work church. Work church, they don't pay. I've designed countless flyers. Bruh, I am down for that. That's the best idea of come. This is why I started this stream. I knew it. I knew it. Bruh, there's a lot of money in there. Also, it's illegal. But who cares about illegal as long as you're making money? Like there's that massage place in Rhodes Park that will never get shut down because my theory, and this is not fact, should this get legal later, this is not fact. My theory is that many ministers have gone there, gotten a hand job, and whenever they try to shut it down, they just say, bro, we have it on tape. If you want to shut us down, we'll leak it. So this massage place, ask me nicely, I'll tell you where it is. They do my happy endings. So that's an untapped market for real. That has a lot of money flowing around that is never accounted for in the national budget, in the GDP, and things like that. No market like the black market. And with the ideas I have, the way I'd revolutionize the sex industry. Had people from church are a problem for real. It's real. It's real. I remember this couple, a friend of mine, a designer friend of mine, he even does like t-shirt printing, was telling me how they approached him to do 35,000 kwacha worth of printing. and they were like, no, we need to have it done fairly quickly. Also, that's a red flag. I'll get into red flags. That's a huge red flag if a client wants something done very quickly. They said they wanted it done quickly, so they didn't even get into a conversation about down payment and stuff like that. So, and because Valley Church, they go to the same church, he thought, these people I can, like, you can jump into it. There's many people where, even me, today, there's people where I'll design without that 30% down payment because we know each other, which is a mistake. Never do that.
That's what I was saying.
But I still do it sometimes because there are people that, from my judgment, I've seen that these people pay for the services that they engage in. For me, a good sign is if they have Netflix and they pay for it themselves. I know they'll pay for my services. If they have even Netflix, or if they're on PlayStation, they have a PlayStation Plus account. That's a person I can design something for without a 30% down payment if I know them personally, because I know that they pay for other services without problems. I'll inbox you. Don't worry. I'll inbox you the massage place. This conversation has gone in all the different tangents. Yeah, so these people were like, we need to print these t-shirts. The homie went, started printing. His machine couldn't manage the load that they wanted him to print for. So he just finished. They are not going to pay for that church fly. I can guarantee you that. They will not pay you. They will not pay you at all. So yeah, his machine wasn't enough to do the job. So he even got other people to help him out. Bruh, didn't they dribble him? Ended up to police.
Something's going down at the Fisk
They are
construction
currently
site.
paying him
Gotta remember to check it out.
To finish off the job. Is it time for my mustache now?
Just a minute.
Okay. So church folk, it's a rough business. It's a very brutal business, but it is what it is. So actually, I'll be in Nyumba Yanga for a bit. So I don't know how we organize. That's why I was holding off a bit on the payment for the next 5 haircuts. So I don't know how much that will become and things like that.
I will talk.
Okay, cool. But Stuart, that church fly you've designed, just write it off. You did some work for the Lord. And not that I have anything against doing free work. If we agree that it's free work from the get-go, I'm like, I don't have anything to do, I'll do it for free. I've done quite expensive work for free. Multiple times. Because either I was finding value in it by like practicing, like I'm learning something new from it, or I really want to help someone out. I always find value in doing stuff like that. But our work church where there was like 4 days away, sorry. I was just taking care of my mustache now, that's why I'm not talking anymore. You know, just keeping it clean. Yeah. to use for free. Ouch. Okay.
Attention units, civilians are trapped following a car accident. Please proceed to Madison.
Wait till Mom sees this.
Can I get a selfie?
Dude, what's up? Over here!
Wait till they see this at work.
Jameson warned us about you.
Are you really him?
Hey, man over here. Turn this way. Hey!
That car crash looks bad. Hope no one's injured.
Stupid Spider-Man makes me sick. Shoot away. I'm out of here.
Man, I don't think you were really Spider-Man.
I've got you. Stay calm. Someone's pinned under that car. Need to hurry.
Not how we...
Okay.
So aren't you here?
No. Oh no, get rid of this camera thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it bothers me when I'm eating. Okay, here I am, I'm back. Emmanuel Lumba. Hey, welcome. We're just talking about our worst church stories, Emmanuel. Can you tell us, hello, with a name like Emmanuel, I'm very sure that you've been taken advantage of by at least 2 churches in your life. I am very certain. I am very, very certain. I had just gotten a bit quiet because I was getting my mustache trimmed. So, going back to the issue of churches and free designs, what baffles me is which verse are they following that says you should use other people's stuff for free? Because look, Jesus said, give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. Somehow,
thugs who caused the record down.
Somehow that doesn't translate to the services that are provided for the church. So, Emmanuel, you have to tell me your saddest
victims are out of danger.
free church design. Yours are...
Thanks. I thought I was dead.
Oh, the shades. Oh yes, we're doing shades. Okay. Wait, I think I've been used by some pentes. Pente. With their night of fasting, night of glory, night of bullshit, night of getting people's children pregnant. They will overuse you, I swear. You're probably wondering what church I go to. Ha! Ask me nicely, we'll get into it. I want shades side. Let me Google them real quick. Let me go. As I'm Googling, Emmanuel, I want you to tell me about your worst Pente design experience. How many flyers did you design? How much did they promise you? And what did they use to not pay you? How did they get you to walk away from it? Down. Oh, Stuart's dad is a pastor. Oh shit. Oh damn, I done said it now. Oh God. No, but still ask your dad that which verse says you should use people's things for free. Oh, but that's the church you're designing for. Okay. Okay. No, it's family business. That makes sense. That makes sense. You're designing for your dad. That makes a lot of sense. So how come you want to be an investment banker and not a pastor? Brothers, money. Work church. You think selling a logo is the ultimate level of like adding value to something that has no value? Try preaching a sermon for tithe. Okay, I'm really saying something.
Not just that. Just you preaching.
Yeah.
Maybe just say he said there's that part there that they preach. Then you have to sow it.
Sowing seed.
Yeah.
There's I won't say the church, but there's a church that someone I'm very close to goes to, and they even have a pastor, a special pastor, specifically for sermons that get people to sow seed. Him, when he starts preaching, is even like, borrow money if you have, but you have to sow a seed if you want to be blessed. If you want to be blessed, borrow money from your neighbor right now. So you know what someone in the church has done? They go into the church with cash, and they lend money to people on call-over basis. Momentum church. So the moment that pastor says no, you have to sow a seed. I don't think it's here. I'm not expecting anyone. Churches are tricky. Most churches aren't making anything. Trust me. Having a church isn't profit. Then your dad is a real pastor. Your dad is a real pastor. If the church is struggling, then it's a real church. They don't care about money. But
Jeff, I'm here.
But
what do you see?
Bushiri.
Find the rest. The boss wants them dead.
Looks like the
Bushiri can afford to escape the country. You got this? You where you are there, if they said if your life was in danger, would you be even able to leave Zambia? You just die, munomwine. Ooh, stealth mission.
Nap time.
It was not me per se, but a friend of mine who's into the creative world like you. It was about designing a new logo for the youth setup. Oh, wait. It's even a logo. Shit. It was dribbled. I'm even afraid to read the rest of it. At you're doing the Lord's work. What did I say? What did I say? As if Adobe will agree to saying no, you're doing the Lord's work. Tell them to get a subscription for the Lord's work, for a key to the kingdom of heaven.
Sleep it off.
Real businesses don't. If it's corporate social responsibility, that's where the free stuff comes in. So if you're going to design a logo for free, it should be when we know that I'm going to design it for free, not someone decides that it's free for you. Yeah, artist is just tell the conductor on the bus to say I can't pay because I'm doing the Lord's work. Conductors. So conductors will get disrespectful. They don't care whether you're a pastor or not. They don't care whether you're a pastor or not. Kukwisha.
Literally didn't see that coming.
Namfwana smart na four corner mwa pastor mukashita mkwe tendarama mule posa kwa man mule wa serious. Give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar only exists in the Bible, not in real life.
You got what you came for. You don't need to kill us too.
Fisk's territory is ours now.
Not today.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm about to fuck up my shit. Let me pause. I'm going to pause, but I'll be talking the whole time. Because I don't want to fuck up my shade. And here I was being like, no, I want 3 shades. Anyway, it's good to be the client for once. I'm going to look at the shade and I'll come back with reverts. Can you make it blue? I want my shade to look like the flag of Zambia. Adobe doesn't know free subscription. But I'm sure all of us here are using the free subscription of Adobe, right? The pirate-based subscription. Okay, no, we're not. We are law-abiding citizens, legally speaking. We pay for our Adobe. Yes, we do. We absolutely pay for the subscription. Hatuna conductor naenda mkula rikida. I want that shade to have my face on it as a client. But you know, graphic design and like being a barber are a bit similar. You go in with your skill set that the client will not trust you. First of all, that's the first thing you're going to have to struggle with. The client will think they shouldn't be paying you what you're charging. That's number one.
I hate that part.
You hate that part, huh?
Yeah.
No, that's graphic design all the time. Every time. The moment I say, oh no, for me, my logo designs, the cheapest I design is 2,000.
What do you use, boss?
Boss, I'm an SME. It's just a logo. I'm like, no, it's not just a logo. The same way it's not just a haircut.
Simple.
It's the difference between looking like a hobo or a person who makes money. It's exactly the same thing. We deal in image. That's the similarity between graphic design and being a barber. We deal in image, maintaining people's images, enhancing them, improving on them, and for some reason, people don't value that as much as they should. But if I was going to say what graphic design is more like, I would say graphic design is a lot more like prostitution. And I will explain. Yeah, no, I know you want to hear. I know you want to hear that. Graphic design is like prostitution. Number one, because you have to constantly be showing your goods. Otherwise, no one will know that you're a prostitute. They'll just think you're a loose girl. So, for prostitutes, it's standing by the roadside and showing off your thighs. If your thighs are not showing, no one will hire you. For graphic design, it's constantly putting your work on social media. Stuart knew I was going to say prostitution. So for graphic design, you're constantly posting your work online. Hey guys, come and check me out, please, use me. We all are asking to be used. Prostitutes, designers, we stand on the equivalent of the side of the road and ask people to use us. Secondly, we're always getting fucked. For prostitutes, it's literally. For designers, it's figuratively. Sometimes the client will run away with your money. Sometimes a client will come back, and that's what you usually hope for. You hope that a client will come back. And to survive as a graphic designer and as a prostitute, you need one consistent client. If you have any prostitute friends, just talk to them, ask them to say, how is it that you manage to pay rent every time? Because it's not every time. Yeah, my haircut is done. We can get back to gaming. So the only way you will survive as a prostitute and as a graphic designer is if you have a consistent client.
Where can
I just do outside. Yeah. Emmanuel was like, oh yeah, Emmanuel, welcome to the stream, bro. We're talking about everything. We're covering all the topics here. This is the place to be. So as a designer, and this is now actual advice that I'm giving, if you're going to go freelance, you need to have a retainer client. You don't just go in and say, no, I'll be designing for whoever comes for my services, because I'll tell you the truth, I haven't had a client come through for like a random service in about 3 weeks now. And if it's time to pay rent, that's not a good thing. But I have recurring clients. I have retainer clients. I have clients that I've signed contracts with where I've said, I will be designing this stuff for you every month and I'll be getting paid this small amount. That's the stuff that gets you, that pays your rent. And just like prostitution, I don't know what they call them. Are they called sugar daddies or something like that? You basically need an equivalent of a sugar daddy in the graphic design realm. So, like I always say, there's something to learn from everyone. You can't say, no, I'm a graphic designer, I shouldn't be hanging out with prostitutes. No, bruh, they'll teach you how to run a business, how to survive. So graphic design, I hope I've made my case now. It's very straightforward. How graphic design is like prostitution. You cannot survive without showing off your skills, your services, giving glimpses to people for free. Because when you drive down Desertka Street I think they start at 19 hours. That place near Charisma Hotel. At 19 hours, just go there. You will find them. Some of them will literally pull up their skirt and show you their vaginas. I will not look at prostitutes the same anymore after this. Of course, I'm glad I could help you. I'm glad I could change the way you look at them. You know what? This has been a successful stream. I can even end it here. This has been a very successful stream. I have changed one mind. We're good. We're good. But anyway, what other questions do you have? For me, I've really rambled on, especially during the haircut process. We're about to get back into the gaming side of things after I escort my good sir. So any other questions, Emmanuel, that you have? Stuart, if you have any other questions, just ask them. And let's get into it. Business, design, software, how I know what I know, what I'm planning to do with it, what I ate for breakfast. Damn. Damn, I look fresh. God, yeah. 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 Oh, bro. Did you do something different with my hair? You made it curve kujakulastka. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Good stuff. Good stuff. So I'll give you a call about the new situation.
Okay,
oh, sorry. I just have to go for a few seconds. Let me just escort my homie. We'll be back to talk about sugar daddies, recurring buyers, all that stuff. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. If this was like a camera stream, this would be a fresh, like, you guys wouldn't recognize me. You'd be like, God damn, what happened to this nigga? He looks so fucking fresh. So, Delta Cuts is the page. They follow you. They come to where you are. The guy isn't even here. He doesn't even know I'm advertising for him. But I will promote and support any business that I have faith in. So Delta Cuts, look them up on Facebook. He does really good stuff. And he comes to you. Like, if you're anything like me, you barely have time to leave the house to go sit in line for an hour and then get a haircut. So get your haircut delivered to you. So it's the price varies depending on where you are because he has to factor in his transport. That's how. So for me, he lives in let me just say Chalala. That he lives in the area of Chalala. So for me, it's 30 kwacha. So I don't know how much it would be for you. And I think 30 kwacha is because he lives so near. So it's 30 kwacha plus how much transport it would cost to get to your place. So if you live, say, somewhere where it would cost 20 kwacha for him to get, then your haircut will be 50 kwacha because you're just paying for his transport, literally. And it's a good business thing. I have a lot of faith in him. That's why I designed his logo and even did an animated thingy for him because I really believe in the business and I want him to blow up because he's just like us. He's trying to get this thing going. So Emmanuel was like, sugar zaddies, recurring buyers, retainer does help one's business for sure, for sure. And there's this lie that we tell ourselves as designers. We're like, no, we'll never have to work for anyone ever again. But the truth is, you will always be working for someone, and that's the first thing you need to get rid of, because the thing that makes you say that is pride. Where you're like, no, I'll never work for anyone. You should never be too proud to always wish that you're not working for someone, because for as long as you're doing any kind of business, you're working for someone.
Nice jumpsuit.
If
Stay out of my
you
business.
become the client, you're working for your customer. If you're the customer, you're working for whoever gives you, whoever pays your bills. Even the president works for someone. So always look at it as
saving bad guys from other bad guys.
As working for someone. It's just that you decide who it is that you'll be working with. That's the difference. Bye. Yeah, I'm back. I am definitely back now. These guys are going to get their asses kicked. Sakuno. Woo! Did you see that?
You two stay here. Wait for the police.
Is everyone gone? Did I just kill everyone? Oh man. Oh, you should have seen me there. Wait, I dodged that shit? Okay. Moving on. Hello! Oh. Wrong floor. Hi guys! Uh-oh, the screen is blank. Uh-oh. But can you hear me?
I could have taken him.
Let me check what's going on. Let me do
Better
some
swing around the
troubleshooting.
outside to look for Fisk's men.
1 second. We're doing some troubleshooting. Is it back now? Let me know when it's back. And could you hear me the whole time? Okay. Hello. But the screen is still blank? Whoa!
Well, I got their attention. Gotta find the survivors fast.
Let me know if you get any visibility. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let's see what's going on. On air, microphone, audio. Only the audio is being broadcast. Okay, it's really bad that this is when the screen has decided to go blank because I am feeling it right now.
Hey, big guy.
Like I haven't seen this guy before. Hi. You're not a threat. Goodbye. Easy. Okay, I think I see what's happening. Right now, I'm having some sort of I think it's lagging because even on my phone it's tripping out. Okay, might be a network issue. Because I'm also viewing it on my phone. Try leaving and going back in. Maybe that's the old timey fix that needs to happen.
I ain't playing this bitch.
Whoa! Hi guys. It's me. And uppercut. Bye.
Go ahead.
Bye. Bye.
You okay?
Yeah. Yeah, thanks.
Okay, where are we going next? Let me know the moment the video comes back. Chapow! Did he die?
Fisk, your men are
okay,
safe.
great. Good to have
Who
you
runs
back.
The demons?
Good to have you back. What were we talking about?
I've missed these cryptic Fisk talks.
Bradizesco. Oh, no, it's actually Brady Internet. Trying to steal our shine. This might be the only death in this game, actually. Unless...
Hello again.
Yo, this scene, I remember watching this trailer the very first time. I've never wanted a game more than the first time I saw this section. Oh, prostitute designers.
No.
I love this part. Ah, dude. This is a movie right here. And X. Good. Yes. Bro.
Go.
Whoop. And then chasing this chopper around. Yeah, so let's see, what else can we learn from prostitutes as designers that can help us survive? You need to have an out, like a plan to get out of the business. You can't be prostituting forever, because just like in design, just like designers, just like prostitutes, are only useful when they are younger. Shit! Okay, this started out as a joke, but this is so true. Prostitutes are only as useful as they are young. So you want to have an out. You want to have
I know.
A game plan.
Bring it down.
I know.
For
Maybe you could superhero a little faster?
Working on it, Yuri. Call you when it's done.
Yuri is such a client. Can you superhero a little faster? Anyway, do you know how hard it is being Spider-Man, you fool? Try swinging out here and see if you can superhero faster. As if anyone has ever thought that police faster. They're useless. And the good thing I did is I upgraded all my speed swinging. Come on. There we go. So you need to have an out. For prostitutes, usually the... Oh, shit! Ah, so good.
Hope I live to regret this.
Joe. Parkour! Parkour! Ooh, ooh, oh! God damn!
To Newark?
Afraid I have to ask you to pull over the helicopter, sir.
I need to disable the helicopter's engine.
Yeah!
One engine down. Now for the second. This is all another kidding. This is your master plan? Replace Fisk?
There we go. You can definitely purpose this for a lot. Yeah, so you need to have an out.
Plan real fast.
Oh shit.
I guess this is the plan.
Oh man, I love this sequence. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not saying a lot about design stuff.
You got this, you got this, you got this!
Oh! Spider-Man, Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Can you swing? Bro, look at this shit! Oh! And the decision to put it into first-person view there for just that shot, brilliant. So anyways, yeah, designers are only as useful as they are young. And you need to have an out plan. You need to have a plan of how you're going to...
Where do you get them?
Of how you're going to get out of the business. Miles Morales! That's the game I'm currently working for. All the logos I'm designing will definitely go towards the purchase of the Miles Morales game, which hopefully I will stream
I gotta
soon.
get to City Hall for my dad's ceremony.
All right. Tell your pops I said congrats.
But having an exit strategy is very important. Most prostitutes that I've seen that are smart have built houses from their prostitution. They've started bars because they know how those things work. And you, like...
MJ, did they start the ceremony yet?
You don't
Setting up. Where are you?
go into a business that has nothing to do with the stuff that you were doing before. So, like opening a bar for a prostitute, genius. She knows how these things work. Some of her old clients will want to support her because she treated them well. And that's where you begin with your networking. So yeah, that's my theory on how graphic design and prostitution are the exact same thing. I wonder if you can get cancelled for that. Start the hashtag cancel Mapaalo.
Trailing a crane in the air above our teeming streets, on which it could have crashed at any moment in a blazing rotor-chopping fireball of doom. Still think the webheads protect
Nah, I really
people
appreciate
like
you hanging out with me, guys.
Well, he stopped him.
Truly a fun experience. I was expecting to be on this thing for like 30 minutes and then cutting it because I didn't know whether I was hearing myself or not. But like, yeah, everyone who's shown up, much appreciated.
But he wasn't there. Spider-Man was.
Because that's how he wanted it. God forbid he shared.
So, Stuart, like, what's your design? If you don't mind sharing, like, what's your? Where do you get the most money from in your design work? Because I believe with everything, you have a flagship product. So for me, it's logo design. I'm trying to make it social media. But what is it that gets you paid the most from month to month? How are you paying
There's
rent?
the stage entrance. And we'll be right out front.
Sounds like a lot of people out there.
You'll be fine, honey.
Last time I gave a speech, I was in high school. Miss Steinberg gave me a C-.
Well, if only Miss Steinberg could see you now.
Hey, you got this, Dad. I mean, come on, you saved Spider-Man. I'm pretty sure that makes you an official superhero.
A superhero. Or maybe I'm just a guy who doesn't give up.
Come on, honey.
Welcome, everyone. And before I hand it off to Mayor Osborn, I'd just like to say a few words.
Oh, recurring flyer designs. Okay.
So?
Okay.
I think this gang war may finally
And that
be
has
over.
to be a bunch of clients.
Like,
Like over?
And what do you charge for flyers?
I mean, there's some loose ends still to be tied up, but...
Loose ends.
Well, a truck pulled away from the scene from a company called Consolidated Shipping.
Okay, we're not interested in the story. Yeah, no, hey, dude, it's good to know what your strengths are and what, like for me, 3D and layout design, I'll always work with another designer. I'll always like collaborate with someone. I currently work with a friend of mine, Jeffrey. He's also a designer and he does a lot of company profiles and he's good at layout design. But he knows that his logo design is not like at that, like he's not that good at logo design, so we always collaborate. He's always sending me work to do logo designs and animation and animating the logos, and we get to do a lot of good stuff together. Same with me. There's a bunch of stuff like videography work and a lot of layout work. I always collaborate with someone to get that job done. We've given Miles a fade in the new one. Thank God.
Mom!
Oh, okay.
Crazy.
Better up those prices though. Those are rookie numbers. But I also get it. Like, very few clients will pay you more than... In fact, I know that 500 wala shupa. What about 500 for a flyer? I'm sure they're like, no. Because there's a idiot out there charging 150. But I understand, yeah. And are those print flyers or social media stuff? Like, I mean, yeah, because... And that's the thing. Sometimes I don't know how much I'm supposed to charge for certain things because they want a poster, but it's for social media. Do I charge it the same way I charge for print? Or is there a special charge for social media? Considering that even the resolution of the images is going to be different.
Hurry! Flipping!
Showing Miles as a smart character. And that's why using your brain will help you save your mother.
Are you okay?
Nice going, kid.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Are you okay?
I'm alright, Mom. I'm alright. You sure you're okay?
Yes, I'm gonna be alright. I'm gonna be alright.
That's a good move. That's a good move. Moving from local to international always pays better.
No.
Whether even if you are just designing for Zimbabwean clients, you'll get paid better than what Zambians will pay because there's something about being a foreigner. I mean, I think Jesus had the right idea when he said a prophet is not respected in his own town. When you're...
It was right there.
When you're doing work for an international client and you tell them it's $50, because there's ones who want to work with an international thing. And it's that whole mystery of where you are at.
Where do you think you're going?
So that's a good move. Transitioning to international clientele, brilliant. It's the only way to go, honestly. Like for international clients, when I'm doing graphic design work, there's a client I do work for. I charge them $200 a day for design work, and usually it's like it's never like super hectic work. So by the end of it, you find that you've done a day. They're giving you your $200. It's really like dope stuff. I did the rebrand for $400, my biggest ever, and that's when I knew I had to switch from local. So what do you use for international clients? Because that's something I'm also trying to get into with varying success. Oops. Don't die, Miles. Yeah, it's the smartest thing you can do. Okay. It's the smartest thing you can do. Also, that whole currency exchange thing, for them it's small money, for you it's a lot. When I did work for an international client, that was the only time I was ever happy that the kwacha is such shit. Because it was a lot.
Gotta help him.
Single day's work was able to pay rent for 2 months. Hey, dude! Especially those clients who come for... They push for a discount. They will make sure you work for every way. Every way you will pay for with your life. Yeah, also that whole thing of the only way you can work with, the only way you can get bigger gigs is by having to share your profits with someone. What's your thought on that? Because I also have a few arrangements like that, but I don't know, you eventually, at the end of the day, you find yourself charging a lot more because you want to make sure that the person who's getting their cut is also benefiting from it. What are your thoughts on that? Is that something that should continue happening? Is it just a matter, like that's just a fact of business, or should things change? But hook me up with that guy, please. I also need work from Australia. I need money. I need dollars. Start celebrating every time the government announces that the kwacha has gone down. Because you know it now. The kwacha hits 40 kwacha.
I'm sorry, Jeff.
I mean, if the dollar hits 40 kwacha.
I'm busy. What's up?
Have you started looking for Martin Lee yet?
No. I told you I can't start a manhunt based on a hunch from Spider-Man.
But I'm telling you, he's the guy.
Get me some solid evidence and we'll talk.
Solid evidence. Right. Hey, it's me.
Hey. So, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking I screwed up. And that kid lost his father.
I know you too well to say you should give yourself a break. What about the police? Do they have any leads on Lee?
They're not even looking
for
him. Even Yuri doesn't believe
Especially
it.
at 20%.
It's up to us to find him. I've been doing some research.
20% of $100.
Martin Lee bought a controlling interest in this recycling center last year.
20% of
You think he's hiding out
$1,000
there?
is 200.
We know he's not at Feast. If he's not at the recycling center, maybe you'll find some evidence as to where he might be.
Yeah. Good work, MJ.
But usually what I do is I charge
find.
with the markup so that the client pays for it and not me.
Detective about questioning the arrested demons.
The problem is if they're getting a cut and they are also asking you for discounts. Usually such people, I tell them that the discount will come out of your
It's
cut.
sort of like mind control. It brings out the negative part of you. It makes you do things you wouldn't normally do.
Sounds a little far-fetched.
This is coming from a guy who can run up walls.
True, true. For getting your foot in the door, yeah, that makes sense. Because Especially like government gigs in Zambia. There is no way you're getting that work without paying someone. Nashwe shingi.
So you're gonna do it? The screwball challenge?
I
I've
don't know
had
what
situations where there's a
No one
gig
does.
going on, you apply,
Take a picture of the code.
they select you. The people who want the job done select you.
Well, in that
And
case-
then when it's time to get through to procurement, the guy who does either procurement calls you up and says, if you want me to process your papers faster, you have to hit me with some sheets.
Stream. BT Dubs, now that you're on board, the views are racking up like crazy. Here's how it works. The matrix barcode you
It's
snapped, it's
an
sending you the
internet
GPS
streamer
coordinates
within a
of
stream.
another matrix barcode in the area.
Stream section.
This is starting to sound time-consuming. Sorry, but people need my help.
Ooh, funny you should say that, because this is to help the needy. One in particular. The final matrix barcode will give you the location of a, wait for it, kidnapping victim.
What?
I know! Talk about raising the stakes. Oh, isn't she telegenic? Trapped, helpless. Will she starve? Suffocate? No time to lose. The internet is watching. Ta-ta.
This got dark fast. She's nuts. But I have to play along. There's the next matrix barcode. This one isn't going to be so simple.
Hold on, what? Oh, right. Perspective. I have to be higher. There we are.
Got it.
At least working with international clients, those blackmailing methods won't work. Because they are more straightforward processes. Yeah, true.
Enjoy the action scene. Let me read some messages from my squad. Thus forever says, "Don't you, Screwball. Your stream kept me going while I was in jail."
That's true. With international clients, there's less.
So did I, Fancy Dan. So did I. Slim Gas is an old friend of the show who Spidey sent to Rikers. He says, "Can't wait to see you humiliate Spider Freak." Well, the feeling is mutual, Slim Gas.
But Zed, say that situation, like
Too bad, guys.
encountered it
Guess you'll have
way
to go
too
back to
many
the cinnamon
times.
challenge.
Sorry about that, Spidey. I can't help it if my fans get personally invested. They're passionate. Hashtag blessed.
Did you just say hashtag out loud? That's honestly almost as bad as the kidnapping.
Snapping that code should have sent you the GPS to the next location. You better hurry. Our friend's all alone and, oh, so sad.
Okay, looking for. Oh, this is gonna be. I'll start looking for 3D work and bring it to you. Funny thing, I actually don't do 3D work.
There's the
Believe
other
it or
code.
not.
Split across 2 buildings. This'll take finesse.
Because I also get my 40% commission from other 3D designers. I won't tell you who. But I'm also a leech. As much as I went on a rant about how that whole process about
Got it.
Now this is totally unofficial, but I'm hearing some of my fans decided to bring you a little care package.
Wow. Fuck! And one more.
Tick-tock, tick-tock. And my mentions are blowing up
We have to
too.
do what we can to survive. Fact.
Taking a simple photo, guys. Snapping that one should get you the GPS to our
Fact.
victim.
When I get 3D work, I usually send it to my guy, and I'm trying not to
Address isn't far from here.
do that because I'm seeing how more expensive it gets for him. So sometimes I'll just send him something where it's just him, especially if I think that the client will treat him well, which actually makes less sense because if the client will treat him well, then maybe that's the one I should be feeding from, not the pressure one. He's getting pressure from the client and also me. But like you said, we're all leeches. We have to do what we can to survive. This is why this problem will never go away. It's so... it feeds itself so well.
Cameras everywhere. This is it. Can you hear me? Hold on. I'm gonna rip the door down.
Oh my God, Spider-Man! I can't thank you enough for the millions of clicks I just got!
Wow.
Screwball!
I know, right? Ah, you should see the look on your creepy moving eye hole thingies. Oh, look! More of my followers!
Screwball! Put us on your feet!
TLDR. I don't officially show this.
Then tell them to stop.
Open fire!
Okay, when the screen went black, I was on fire. Right now, it's like, you know,
Actually do anything. It was all my fans.
She has a point. Gonna be hard to make anything stick.
For a spider-based hero, I'm really starting to hate the web.
Funny. Yeah. Okay. I think unless you have one last question that I can deal with, that I can answer, I will be logging out now. I think I've had enough gaming. We've reached a point where we will be ending the stream. If you have any last question that you'd like me to answer before we cut, let's do it. Yeah, this was just the first one, and it's an experiment because I rarely get to play games like this. Usually I try to use my Saturday afternoon for video games.
Hey, we're running
my
another piece
weekdays
on
are
Jefferson Davis,
extremely
and it made
busy.
me wonder, how's
So-
his son Miles doing?
Not good. I've been there.
Remember Spider-Man
Loss
2?
is all you can think about.
He needs something to do outside of school. Maybe a part-time job?
Yeah, so I was
not a
just
bad
trying it out
idea,
as an experiment.
It has to be the
and
right job. Something that
honestly,
makes him feel useful.
couldn't have ended
What he's
out
doing matters.
any better. Just having a chat with
MJ, that's
with
perfect.
you and
talk to May about it.
everyone else that
That's what
logged
I'm here
in.
for.
Lots of fun. Lots of fun. So I'll definitely do another one of these. And I do hope you can tune in.
All units, officers in pursuit of mass terrorists.
Yeah, no, I can't do live while I'm designing. I have stage fright. I wouldn't design anything good because I'd be too busy overthinking things. It wouldn't come out great. But I've thought about it. I've thought about just when I've been given a job by a client and like checking my process. Like just sharing what my process is, how I get my inspiration and things like that. But I have way too many insecurities about how I design things. Like I never name my layers, and I'd be overthinking it. So I don't think I'd ever get any good work done. But I'll give it a try. I'll give that a try for sure next. If I'm doing something like an After Effects thing, actually, yeah. If I'm doing After Effects, I think I'll do that because I'm very comfortable with my After Effects work. Whoa.
The demons could blow that whole building. The bomb squad will know the best way to handle this.
From myself, in LSK, we will continue this later. Feel free to hit me up on WhatsApp. The people that have joined today, at least, are all from the WhatsApp designers group. So thanks a lot for tuning in. I will now be ending the stream.